Hello again, Dave here, and in this part, I'm going to go over the settings tab, which I'm sure you're just excited to go over. But there's some pretty cool things in there that I want you to know about that you can make your website even better. Now, before we go on, please like, share, subscribe to the channel. It just helps me get a better reach, and selfishly, I like being in front of more people to help them out. So let's hop into the settings. So again, if you don't know this, how to get here, please look at video 1 of the series. Settings, boom. Now, again, some of you may be able to do all of these editing. Some of you may not have to do any of them, depending on what plan you're on, if you're a broker, if you're with a team, whatever. So again, things I'm showing you, if you don't see it, you don't have access to it. And if you want access to it, you may need to reach out to your broker or team leader, whichever has your account. So first off, your domain. This is just going to be what your website is. So mine is David Nelson Sells Homes. You need to own that URL, that vanity URL. If you don't have a vanity URL, you're missing out. Go to GoDaddy, buy one. I've had mine since 2009, I believe. So yeah, just keep it because you can take it wherever you go. So you need a vanity URL. The favicon, you're probably wondering what the favicon is. So the favicon is that little icon up in your toolbars when you open up tabs for websites. There's a little favicon, little icon sitting in the very top of it. You know, like for example, Instagram has a little kind of the camera. Lofty has an L. Gmail has the M. And you can have your own favicon, which is fantastic. I just have this. I created it in Canva. Just found an icon, colored it the color of real, and there you go. Country. Yeah, you should know what country you're in. I'm not going to go into that. Team info, again, if you're running a team, this is something you have more options with. If you're on a team, you probably can't do much with this. But the team info, this is your company. You can put your brokerage address. Agents, now this is where you can add agents to your account. So again, depending on the account you have and stuff like that, you can add agents. I'm not going to go into too much detail because if you're going to be adding agents, just make sure you contact Lofty directly, because they're going to tell you if it's going to increase your cost or whatever it is, or maybe your account, you're able to add 4 people. I don't know, but this is where you're going to do them and add them in. Then you can just edit them as, you know, this is me, for example. You can edit the person if you want to, all that great stuff. Since I'm the owner, I can't delete me, but if let's say I had Joe Schmo, I could delete him. If Joe Schmo leaves the team, leaves the brokerage, boom, they're gone. Next, your lenders. So you can add lenders here. So we'll put in yeah, I don't have that lender. So if you go back to the first series of videos, I want to talk about creating like the CRM side of it, where I said add a loan officer, add a vendor. When you do that, they're going to show up here. Okay. So I don't have any vendors attached to my account. That's why nothing is showing up in here. So if you have a vendor or a loan officer that's splitting your costs or whatever it is, when they accept the invite, they're going to show up here. Now, vendors, I love this part because there's actually you can actually edit your website to have a vendor tab where these people get pulled in. So you're actually creating a vendor list. And I call this my core 100. My goal is to have 100 vendors in here. And it's everything from plumbers to restaurants to mom and pop shops, whatever it is. I want to help support local. So I create this vendor list, and it's actually on my website. So when people can go look at it and check it out. I'm going to show you how to edit the vendor list, but I'm going to show you what happens. So here's my website. I have a trusted vendor list. Now you go through and you can see the categories that I've created. And then if you click on, let's say, mortgage, there's people here that you can go click on and research and stuff like that. So if you want to grow your vendor list, this is a great way. And I don't charge anything. I tell people, you know what, it's free, get on here. Let's help each other out. And then I just tell them if there's anything that, if you hear of anybody looking to buy or sell in the next year, I'd love to have a shot at them. You know, 1 a year is fine with me. Great. Let's say you have 100 vendors in your vendor list and everyone gives you 1 referral. Whew, 100 deals. That's pretty cool. At least 100 deals. So yeah, I'm going to go back to here. So to adding a vendor, you just hit add a vendor, and then you put your company name and you just fill this information out. The more information you have, the better off it's going to be. in my other system called FreeUp, I created a survey that vendors can fill out, and it asks them these questions right here. So then when they fill out that survey, I just copy and paste that information, and they also submit their logo too. So it's really easy for this to do. And I'll show you what so on the very bottom here, yeah. So I did a HTML embed here of my FreeUp, and then they just fill this information out. And as they go through this, it asks them these specific questions right here. So super good. And then boom, they get added to your vendor list. Under here's lead capture. Now this, I'm not going to go through all of these, but this is a big one here, the registration pop-up trigger. So you can have it higher conversion, higher quality. So higher conversion is going to mean you're probably not going to ask them a lot of questions, and they're going to probably just you'll get more leads, but they may be more crap. Higher quality, you're going to require more information. So I do custom, I do listing. So when they're looking at listings, I don't do it anywhere else. You can actually select a specific page if you want. If they go to that page, it'll ask them to sign up. I've found over the years of doing these websites, I don't force registration a lot because I want them to be hooked on the website. I want them to look around. I want them to, feel like a warm welcome to me. So I do listing details. So whenever they look at listings, how to trigger. So it pops up based upon the number of listings, which I have set at 4, or you can set up a browsing time. So if they're on your website for a specific amount of time, like seconds, you can jack it up to much as you want to. But I believe 4. So if they're looking at 4 listings, they've probably, been curious. They like what they're seeing. And then the pop-up will come up. And then this question is allow for pop-up to be closed prior to registration. So that means there's an X they can close out of the registration, and it's yes or no. And this says exactly what I said. I have it no, because after they looked at 4 properties, I want them to sign up. And then pop-up selection, so you can modify it if you want to. I do like having the continue with Facebook and continue with Gmail, because that's right down here. People like easy. People like the one-step click. So if they click on this, it pulls their real information. Whereas if they just go ahead and fill in their email address, I'm sure we've all had Mickey Mouse at Disney.com or whatever. These are going to have their actual information. So I prefer having the Facebook and Gmail on there. Questionnaire settings. So these are the questions that Lofty has set out for you. You can modify these as you want to. You can add a new one. You can move them around. You can do all the fun stuff. But these are the questions that they get asked to sign up. Your chat box setting, there it is. You can pick you can show it. And then I have the AI assistant. So depending on what plan you have, you may or may not have the AI assistant. That's included in our plan with Real, but depends on. And then how do you want your agent to look? Square around. Your main theme, you pick your color. And then your capture form, quick connection. That's just, if they're on there, they can fill out the information. Lead privacy, if you're running a team, how do you want your lead set up? Lead sources, typically when people sign up, it's website. If you want to block any emails, your Closely app. This is the app that shows up on your website that people can download. So I'm not sure if you know this, but everybody with Lofty has an app that you can send to your clients, and it's personalized. So if you look on my website, get my app. So they just scan that, and no matter what, if it's an iPhone or whatever, they can download their app, download my app, so they can search on their phone. So that's by clicking it, it's turning this on. I want them to show it on my website. So you want that there. And then tools, integrations. So if you want to connect more stuff directly to your website, you can. You can add your Zillow reviews. If you do any AdWorks, Follow Up Boss. As you can see, I don't do any of these besides Google My Business. But if you do running ads, there's some great things. So you can drop Facebook pixels and Google ads. I'm not going to go into detail on these. If you want to learn more on this, I'll reach out to Lofty, because they can give you more information. Header meta tags, don't touch that. Custom style, don't touch that. Language currency. I don't touch any of this stuff. So really the tools I don't really mess with. The biggest thing would be your lead capture and then your basic information. So that are your settings. There's a lot of tabs in there, but they're pretty simple. Just go through there, clean it up, make sure it looks good before you go live. It's just going to help you in the long run and get you more attention to your website. So thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.